Happy Friday. Welcome to a Trinity Family 5-Minute Friday. I'm Andrew Weeds. This is Bree Weeds. We are a Trinity family.
We're in a new series and we're going to stroll down the path of making great scenes and making memorable moments despite crazy weather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is bad weather. But most of the days that we call bad weather are not bad weather. They're just bad attitudes. And we were talking, and I was just remembering this wonderful summer that I spent working as a construction worker. And putting roofs on was mainly what we did, but we also built framed some actual houses and did a variety of things. And there's 2 days from this whole long summer that I had that actually stand out as specific days. One was a torrential downpour. So we didn't work on the houses. We went to the guy's house that I was working for, and we fenced his property. And I just remember being outside. I remember one moment in particular. We were working on this hillside. It was just so slippery and muddy that you couldn't really stand. You know, we're working with barbed wire, and we're falling down the hillside and getting scraped up and mud everywhere. So awesome. Such a great memory. And then the other one was not as great. Really not a ton of fun. It was just a super hot day. And there's a lot of hot days when you're roofing, but this was 120-degree weather. Just miserable. 8 hours in, and we get to take a break, go for lunch. We're going to go to the air conditioning. And I remember getting into the pickup feeling like I'm so excited, so ready, and looking forward to that feeling of the wind blowing, because I was in the back of the pickup, blowing through my hair, and that wind just felt hot. Just felt oppressive and terrible. And that memory is so vivid, and that day just stands out to me. And yet, I didn't even plan anything to make those memories great. And so there's such capacity if you seize that weather and plan accordingly to make great moments.
Like, how much more memorable and fun would it have been if you planned ahead and, like you said, did some crazy marks on your face and got sunburn tattoos, or made some iced tea all day to enjoy at the end of the day with under the shade or in your air conditioning. I mean, we can really capitalize and build relational moments using weather. And I think another important thing is that what you said, it's not bad weather. A lot of times it's bad attitudes. And we noticed that in our kids when within just a couple of days of each other, we went on 2 different hikes. The kids joined you on a school trip and had a lot of fun in a really hot day and making soup in these big rock holes, throwing in leaves and making their leaf soup and just hearing lots of the fun. And the other day we were around some other adults. We're constantly talking about the weather and how hot it was. And that day,
Mosquitoes
our kids were super whiny. And our kids usually aren't very whiny. They're adventurous, they're go-getters, they're into whatever we're doing. And this day was a lot of whining. And it was like, whoa, what's the difference? The attitudes that they were surrounded in really affected how they perceived and enjoyed, or lack of enjoyment, that.
Yeah, so as we head into the summer, we like to think of the perfect days, the 80 beach day.
Which enjoy those.
They are awesome. But there's also going to be the 100+ degree days, and there's going to be the rainy days. And you, as the adult, get the opportunity to set the attitude and make that a great day. And we've been fortunate enough to live and reap some of the fruit of practicing this.
And because it does take practice. Like one day I remember it being really rainy, and Andrew's like, let's go out and run in the rain.
4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, this was a while ago, and it was just downpouring, and so he went outside and no one else joined him. We watched him, and it was fun. And eventually we joined him, but he made it about him into the rain and inviting people to participate. And now we are being invited by our own kids.
Which is just so fun. I planted that seed 4 or 5 years ago, and now there's just a culture that it's a downpouring day, and our kids are like, yes, when can we go out? Dad, get your swim trunks. Let's grab the towels. It's going to be messy, but we'll clean it up when we get in. This is going to be awesome. And they're making the memories.
And they're coming up with new ideas, and so the ideas are just exploding.
Yeah.
And we have lots of fun. So,
plant some great memory seeds this summer.
Use the weather. Lean into it and really make some memorable moments.
Go get them.